welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Getting ready to close out the summer here before I head out to Texas. And drinking an appropriate summer beer tonight. This is one of the last German authentic Hefeweizens that I haven't tried yet. This is Franziskaner Hefe-Weissbier. So it says Weissbier up there, then down here it says Hefe-Weissbier. So, I mean, it's a Hefeweizen. That is a really cool cap, though. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's got the monk on there. I don't know if this is made by monks or if that's just the image that they're going for. This beer makes me a little nervous, though. As you can see, it's in a green bottle. So, I mean, if there's any skunkiness, I might be able to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm kind of preserving this cap because I think that's actually really cool. But, anyways. Oh, and I want to drink this to give me a chance to use my new dollar store wheat beer glass. So let's see how this pours. I just saw a video on YouTube with supposedly one of the monks showing you how to pour it. And he did exactly like this, you pour most of it until you get a little bit left on the bottom of the bottle down there, because that's where all the yeast settles because it's unfiltered. You swirl it up, and you hold the glass straight upright like this. Just pour it right down the center, or as close as you can get. I'm going to put the bottle over there. Whoa, there's some huge chunks in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. It looks like oatmeal flakes or something. I'm wondering if this beer is really old or something. Jay gave me this. I don't see any kind of freshness date on it at all. It's got like that kind of apricot color, dark gold. Almost got like an orange. I had a pretty decent head on there. I had about a 2-finger. It's bright white, kind of sudsy, kind of foamy. It's not that typical Hefeweizen marshmallow head or whatever. I mean, if I poured it down the middle, I probably could have got that. But yeah, it's a little bit skunky, so it smells a little bit like a 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓮𝓲𝓹, but I don't really get much else in there. Okay, I can detect a little bit of banana and clove in the nose, but it's taking a backseat to the skunkiness. So let's see how the taste is. The thing I notice a lot about these German Hefeweizens is that the taste actually comes in the back end. It's not up front. I mean, up front I get a fairly watery, pretty generic kind of beer taste, but on the finish is when I get fairly spicy, rather sweet palate there. I mean, the taste for this thing is, this is actually a lot more mild than, say, Franziskaner or Schneider Weiss. It just feels a little bit more watered down to me. It's pretty sweet overall, though. I do get, the typical banana clove taste that you get in a Hefeweizen, but it's like I said, it's very mild. It's not as strong as it usually is. Now I'm starting to notice a bit more character up front. It's got this, maybe it's like a coriander, maybe like kind of an orange peel. It's rather sweet, but it's not like ridiculously sweet, and it's not even strong as far as the sweetness. It's, it's there, it's noticeable, but it's not overwhelming. The skunkiness from the smell is only just slightly contaminated the palate. When beers are in green bottles like this, they not only smell skunky, but a lot of times you can actually taste the skunk too. 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓮𝓲𝓷, Carlsberg, Czech Bar, you name it. The drinkability on this is very high, though. It's got a nice soft mouthfeel. It doesn't feel carbonated at all. It feels like you're drinking juice. The palate's pretty, like I said, the palate's pretty mild. I probably would have preferred something a lot stronger than this, but I think it's still pretty good. It is refreshing too. I have to admit that. After each sip that I take, I'm like, that's refreshing. So So, I mean, overall, this is a good beer, but it's a little too mild. And I can definitely recommend it. And I also kind of have to give it the benefit of the doubt, is I think maybe this is an old glass or bottle or whatever. Plus the fact that it's a green bottle, who knows? I've gotten into debates with people lately about why beers go skunk in green and clear bottles. Light is the enemy of beer and heat. And, green and clear bottles allow more light in, so that beer actually goes bad. And that's why you get that skunky smell. And also, bear in mind that when the beer is coming all the way from Germany, it's getting sent here by trucks and rail cars from Germany to probably England or wherever they ship it out of, and then it's got to travel by ship for, that could take upwards of a month or whatever from the time it leaves Europe to the time it gets here, and then, it might have been shipped all the way down to Florida or Virginia, or this could have came all the way from the West Coast, who knows, but whenever you're drinking an import, you're drinking beer that was brewed, I'd say at least 2 to 3 months before you bought it. So it's actually kind of hard to give European beers a fair shake, because by the time we're drinking it, it's not exactly super fresh. I guess I'd probably give this a 7. A 7 is a nice, good beer. It's well above average, but not quite up there with the really good beer. So 7 out of 10 for Franziskaner Weissbier. They also make this in a Helles and a Dunkel, which is a bright, darker version. But this was a gift from Jay. In fact, I beat him to the review. As far as I know, he hasn't actually reviewed this yet. So thanks, Jay, for the beer. And I definitely recommend it. But there are better German Hefeweizens out there. So again, 7 out of 10 for Franziskaner Hefe-Weizen. And that does it for this review. And I will remember this time, check me out on Facebook. I'll put a link up there. But if you're on Facebook, you can either just do the search for Chad's Beer Reviews, become a fan. I only need a few more fans, and I can get a simple URL. And then I'd be able to just say facebook.com/Chad's Beer Reviews. But you have to have 100 fans to get a simple URL like that. So anyway, this is going on way too long, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.